Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is Monday, and that means Superfilm support. So remember, you can go to superfilmsupport.com and you can request any questions about film photography, and I'll do my best to answer you on a video. So today we have a question about Copal 3 shutters or large format lenses. Ignacio asks, I would like to know how difficult can it be to change myself a defect Copal 3 shutter on a Cineron 300 5.6 with a Copal 3 shutter. So this is a very simple question and a very simple answer, but I'm going to go a little bit more into extent about why it is maybe not a good idea sometimes. First thing you need to know is a Copal 3 and a Copal 3 are the same internal screw, so the lens element actually screws in and off no problem. So changing them in mechanical way, or let's say the physical way, is exactly the same. The one thing you have to be careful is that the f-stop on a shutter is property, or let's say linked to the focal length of the lens. So what does that mean? It means here on the table I have a 240, a 240, and a 210 lens. The shutter is a Copal 3 on each one of them all, and there are two that are the same and one is 210. So the 5.6 or the f8 on the 210 lens is not the same scale as the 240. And these are very, very close, so you probably won't even notice the difference. And I don't know if you can see that on the B camera, but we have it here and we have it here, but they're different. So if you're changing a 300mm lens with a defect shutter with a shutter from a 300 lens that the lens is broken and you have the shutter, it should be the same. And I'm 99% sure it should be just screwing it on, screwing it off, or screwing it off and screwing it on. But you got to be careful that it's not from a 210 lens like this one, or it's not from a 450mm lens like the Nikon 450, because then the scale changes. There's a formula about how to calculate that, and you can actually make your own scale. So yes, you can just unscrew, screw it on, and then make your own scale. So this is important that maybe you want to do it by a professional housing place, that they know their formula. I understand that the formula is Googleable, and I'll leave a link below to a couple of threads I found on large format forum. I think it's like the entrance pupil to the actual shutter diameter, like a formula with that. I don't know it by heart, so excuse me if I don't know it. Someone can leave it on the comments below. It's the same as in digital photography. Aperture and the scale of aperture is the same with all lenses. So you have to be careful that you are using exactly the same shutter, which Copal 3 and Copal 3 are the same, but also that the lenses match. If they don't match, you have to make a new scale. One thing to note, of course, between a 210 and a 240 like I have here, they're close enough and you probably wouldn't be too much of an issue with exposure. You can always air for a little bit more exposure if you're concerned. And there's a couple of people that actually sometimes even scan the scales and make them available for people online. I've done that before and it's worked fine. So yeah, Ignacio, this should be easy for you if you have a Copal 3 shutter that works. Taking your lens element off, putting it on, and that should be fine. The only thing is make sure the scale is from a 302, and if not, you got to make your own scale. So yeah, that is all about this video. Remember, this is Superfilm support. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go check out Patreon. You can help for as little as $2, cancel anytime. Thanks for watching, and remember, you can send your questions and I'll try to help you guys answer them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.